what we've got a single mum. She's got a young baby. I believe the baby's a year old, and the baby isn't very well and goes to regular hospital appointments for something that's quite seriously wrong with them. She's fleeing domestic violence. She has depression and anxiety. Because she's fleeing domestic violence, she's not really got any friends or family in the area either. She doesn't smoke, she doesn't drink, and she hasn't got Sky TV. She goes to the food bank when she needs to, and she's got just over £40 a week to live on. She's worried about heating her house. Apparently, half of that £40 goes on heating and electric. She's quite careful about how she uses it as well. She's got a £400 council tax bill from you guys. Now, I believe that 300 of that is going to be bailiff fees. I've got to wait and see and check her, check her paperwork out and stuff. Now, the bailiff's turned up at her house, obviously been sent by you guys, and she's given him £100 out of her housing benefit money. So she's now in arrears for her rent. She's got a private landlord that apparently you guys put forward to her. He's got quite a few housing benefit clients.
Right.
Apparently she's crying all the time, and I believe her to be very vulnerable. When she's rung this bailiff, because obviously she's had the enforcement notice come through, and she's rang the bailiff, and basically the bailiff has threatened her with prison. He's threatened her with arrest. He's told her that social services can take her child away. He said that he can force entry, which he can't. And he's told her that he's going to add more to the bill every time he comes out, and that she needs to get it all in. She's phoned you guys. I don't know who she's spoken to. I believe it was a man, so obviously not yourself, mate. You guys have told her that it is a priority debt and that she can go to prison and she may end up being evicted. She's obviously spoken to her landlord, because she's now worried that because she's used some of her housing benefit money, she's going to be behind with the landlord. So the landlord has told her that she must pay him first, and he's also intimated that she can do him sexual favours if she falls behind with the rent. She's offered £5 a week to the bailiff. He's completely dismissed that out of hand. She's done an income and expenditure, and she basically is absolutely on the breadline. She's using the food banks.
Okay. Are you okay just to go on hold for one moment? I'm just going to speak to my senior recovery officer.
Could I speak to your senior, please?
That's what I was going to say. I feel like
thank you very much. If I could, please, mate, because there's going to be vulnerabilities here. Thank you very much.
1 second.
Thank you. My notes. That's my notes.
Keep you waiting. My colleague was briefly telling me the situation. I think you urgently need to seek legal advice for her, and maybe the CAB or the advice centre above the library in the town.
Right, we've done all that, mate. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit further gone than them, if you know what I mean, mate.
So what legal advice have they given her?
Well, the advice I've given her is that I'll try and sort of come to an arrangement with you guys, because as I understand it, the taking control of goods regulations states that she's a vulnerable debtor and that you'd need to desist in all enforcement action.
Has she provided proof of her vulnerability to the enforcement agent?
He won't accept any.
He won't accept what?
No, he won't accept vulnerability.
What proof did she give him?
She can give it. I mean, she's on all sorts of medication for depression and anxiety. And
okay, so she needs to give that proof to the enforcement agent.
No, she'd rather give it to you.
Well, there's nothing I can do with it, unfortunately.
Well, it is, because you're the creditor, and it's.
Yeah, but the enforcement enforcement agent is the one that needs to act on her vulnerability and take the proof.
According to paragraph 7 of the Taking Control of Goods National Standards 2014, you are responsible for any enforcement agents acting on your behalf.
And you urgently need to get that proof to them.
Right, every time she's scared to call him because he's told her that he can
But
charge.
you're helping her, aren't you?
Can I finish, please? She's told. She's been told by him that every time he comes to her house, he can charge her £235, and he's refused. I know that. That's what I'm saying. Now the bailiff is not going by the Taking Control of Goods regulations.
Okay, so let me give you the direct number for their office, their complaints department, and you can provide the proof to them.
I'm sorry,
so
I
that
don't
she can
wish.
claim her vulnerability.
No.
And you can do that today. That will stop all action today.
No, it won't, because they are refusing to take it. Now it's very simple.
Please, can you just listen to me? If you go through to
well,
their
no,
head
because you're
office
telling.
and speak to
It's
their
you guys that need
complaints
to pull the bailiffs off, mate.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
This
is,
what
because you
need
are
to
responsible
do.
for them. You are responsible. This lady is almost suicidal due to your actions. Now, she is a vulnerable person. You shouldn't have put the bailiffs onto her in the first place. She is almost suicidal. Now, you have a duty of care, mate.
That is why I'm giving you this urgent, up-to-date information that you can do for her today.
Go on.
You've got access to her proof. You're the one that can do that for her because she can't speak to them.
I would rather get her to take the doctor's letter that she can get, and she also has a repeat prescription with her medication on it, which is medication for anxiety and depression. She could bring that up to your council offices today, and you could call the bailiffs off. That way, she is fleeing domestic violence. Yeah.
Okay, come up to the office today and see what you can provide for us.
Right. If I send her up to your office today with her repeat prescription, will that be enough?
I don't know what the repeat prescription says.
It's for depression and anxiety. Yeah.
Well, if you come into the council offices with the proof and ask for that to be done, and then explain to us what she's going to do about her debt.
Right. She's got a very stark choice. Yeah. She's got to decide. Can I finish, please? She's got to decide between feeding her and her baby, paying rent, heating the house, or paying the council tax. One of them has got to go because she has done an income and expenditure and she has nothing. She goes to the food bank most weeks. So
okay, so bring the income and expenditure form in.
She's already offered you it. She's already offered you it, and she was told that council tax is a priority debt and that she could go to prison or be evicted. Is that what you tell suicidal young ladies that are fleeing domestic violence? That are vulnerable adults.
Anyone for council tax arrears.
Sorry?
We can't evict anyone for council tax.
Why have you told her that then? You've told her that it can end in eviction.
No, we haven't.
Well, the bailiffs told her. The bailiffs.
Someone.
I know.
For rent arrears.
I know. The bailiffs.
Let's not discuss it. Let's get this done urgently today for her.
About time. Go on. What's the number for the bailiffs as well, though? Because I can't wait to speak to them. They've told her that they're going to take her baby, that she'll have her baby taken off her if she don't pay this. They've told her she's going to get arrested and imprisoned. And she's already told them, because you can't imprison someone for not being able to pay. It's only willful refusal. Is that correct?
The committal rules are willful refusal or culpable neglect.
Right. And if she can't afford to pay, will that be culpable neglect or willful refusal?
Well, the thing is, can't afford to pay. I don't know. I haven't seen her details.
I do. Please trust me.
Bring them in today.
Yeah, and I will do that. But please trust me. This girl hasn't got a bean. Yeah, she is struggling. She can't afford to heat her house. She's got a sick child that goes to hospital visits every month.
So that's why I gave you that advice.
And her landlord is coercing her into sexual acts to pay the rent because...
She needs to prosecute him. That's why she needs to get legal
Wonderful.
advice.
Right, no, she don't need legal advice because she's got that legal advice and it's all in hand. Can you give me the bailiff's number, please? A geographical one, if you can.
A geographical one? What does that mean?
In other words, a sort of like, a landline.
The head office. 01604.
1604, yeah.
633.
633.
001.
001.
And ask for the complaints department and give them details of what she's been told.
I will do. Can I just read to you that now that you've been notified of the vulnerability, paragraph 30 of the Taking Control of Goods National Standards 2014, and paragraph 16 says the creditor must be prepared to take control of the case. Please, I'll send her in. I'll probably come in with her. We'll bring as much as we can. We will prove her vulnerability, and then please leave this young lady alone, because she is on the edge. You can't leave her alone. So she's suicidal with a young baby, and you can't leave her alone.
Please let me finish. We can offer further advice. There is a discretionary hardship payment that she may be able to claim.
I'm fully aware of that.
Advice that we can give her, and I'm sure she's been given that advice.
No, she hasn't been given that advice. She was told it's a priority debt, and that if she didn't pay it, she could be evicted and she could be imprisoned.
Please, you keep repeating things and you're not taking on board what I'm saying.
And you're not taking on board that this lady is, for the sake of £400, is thinking of topping herself, and she's got a young child that's ill. You're not taking on board that. Your £400...
Definitely taking on board what you've said. That's why I've tried to get this actioned urgently for you this morning. You're insisting on coming into the council, which is fine. I'm trying desperately to urgently get this done for you. You please must take on board what I'm saying to you.
Right.
She can come in today and apply for this extra help. She can get money advice. There's a prosecution that she might be able to do for what the landlord has told her. It's urgent. It needs to be done as soon as possible. We can't write off her debt. She needs to address.
No, you can write off her debt, actually. You can write. Legislation does allow you to write off council tax debts, doesn't it?
On what understanding have you got?
There is. I think it's the Local Government Act or something like that. I can find the legislation. Can I get your name, please?
Mrs. Boone.
Mrs. Boone. Mrs. Boone, I'll find the legislation out and I'll supply you with the legislation.
There's no need for that.
Oh, do you know it then?
I do.
Oh, you do. So you just lied to me.
What did I
You
say
just told
to
me
you?
you can't cancel out her debt. You just told me that. And now that I bring up that there's legislation that can do that, and we both know there is, now you're so you've lied to me. Mrs. Boone, I'm going to drive to this young lady, yeah? I'm going to bring her into the council offices, and I'll get the vulnerability done. Thank you for your help, but you haven't been very helpful, and you have lied to me. Thank you, Mrs. Boone. Goodbye.
You're not
Fucking woman.